fly on Thursday.
Much better day.
Yeah, much better day. Here we go. This is what I want to hear. Tuesday, we've been a bit of a menard.
Wednesday's a bit of a squib.
I mean, Wednesday you're saying it's a squib. That's actually the only day that I'm attending, so hopefully it won't be. But no, let's crack on. Thursday, pre-temps. Is it pre-temps or per-temps? Sorry. Network final. It's a 3 mile, 70 runners in it at the moment. Again, I thought this was one to be swerving, but not for you,
like
boys.
That one swerving, don't you?
I do like it. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely swerving again.
Good. This is not really in depth, are we? We're sort of trying to push out. Well, I'm going to get a stick for this. I know it already.
Okay.
Utopia Desbold, when we had Henderson on with that interview, he was talking about certain horses. He was going from the horses that he fancied for the festival, and he slip of the tongue, he just said and he stopped.
Oh, really? You think you've detected that? How many times have you watched that back?
I've watched it back at least 5 times, Tom. I've watched it back at least 5 times, and Adam Ward, who obviously works for us as well, he said, how can you back a horse on a slip of a tongue? However, I've gone back through this horse's form, and it's very, very interesting. You know, it's been given a mark of 138. It's going to carry 11 stone 2 at the moment. As only a 6-year-old. Finished second in the fixed brush hurdle in a Grade 3 haydock in November behind Geoffrey Chambertin. That was off a mark of 136 that day. Qualified for this race then at Sandown by finishing 5th behind Sire De Grugy. Then since run at Kempton and Ascot in mares events on heavy ground.
You know a bit about this one, didn't you?
I've done his homework.
Blimey.
Put a lot of time into this one. And that day it was ridden by David Bass and Nico de Bonville. The day it finished second was ridden by Barry Geraghty.
Yeah.
I bumped into Barry Geraghty at Newbury last Friday, and I just couldn't help myself but to ask him.
Did you just about hear him say,
No,
I've heard this story.
Oh, go on.
I just said, Barry, can I have you a minute, please? And he said, yeah, no problem. I said, does Utopia Desbold go to the per-temps? He looked at me and he said, like a blank piece of paper. And I just thought, he didn't know what I was talking about, so...
No, well, I thought it was fishy evidence to start with, but you've gone through this one pretty hard, so that's a fair selection there. Billy?
I haven't caught any slip of the tongues. I haven't bumped into anybody, so I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. So I'm stuck with the online, what I can see online. But I actually like one of John Joe Neal's in this. And obviously, John Joe Neal's a stable you want to watch at the festival. Yeah. Bound to have a handicap winner sooner or later.
Well, that's why I'll be on Goodwood Mirage, but...
not that one, no,
Go on.
Different one. Open Day. I think Open Day's got 3 entries, but I'm hoping he'll line up in this. He won at Foss at the end of last season, and he came out after his summer break, and he had a really good race at Chepstow. And to me, he looked like a well-handicapped horse, and I think they've sort of protected his mark a little bit. He's only had 1 run since. He was 5th at Haydock, up to 3 miles, travelled really well, just faded late on. Looked to me like a horse that could be got ready for the day. And I'm hoping this is his target, but I think Open Day has a massive chance in the per-temps final.
Right. Well, maybe I'll say... my 2, and whether you can shoot them down or praise them, I don't really care, frankly. But the first one is Mickey. I think Mickey's had a cracking season, lovely grey, and he's had a great season. I always wonder whether that means it's going to be handicapped too high. But this thing is, varies between 25 to 1, 14 to 1. I think there's fair odds out there for Mickey. And the other one is Champagne West, on an absolute roll with Philip Hobbs. 3 out of his last 3, 4 out of 7 overall. And I think on his day, Champagne West has got a chance. Or have you not looked at either of them?
Champagne West has drifted on the exchanges out to about 25 to 1. Suggests that it probably won't run in the race.
Right.
And Mickey needs heavy ground.
Right. I mean, another one that's drifted, I've been hearing is Jewelled.
Well,
I don't want to look at...
I'm trying to see the telly.
I don't want you to draw...
The thing with Mickey... If you're going to play, that will trade bigger in running because it always comes under
always
pressure.
Stays.
But listen,
she's also in the main.
I know what you mean.
Back him about
what we're going to get. Back him about a mile out.
Yeah, I'd back him a mile out when he's come under pressure, and then when he will come in because he will stay on, and then just click your button and get out. That's for the running players, obviously.
But she is in the mares hurdle as well, and she was going to.
I don't think she'll go to the mares hurdle.